Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Apubarama, and in today's video we'll be breaking into this week's deals and discounts, plus bonus ways of making some extra cash in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'll be honest, this week is absolutely amazing, so let's get straight into it! Some other YouTubers have said this week is okay. I'll be honest, this is a fantastic week. First of all, the data leaks is going to be paying double money and double RP. Now, the data leaks, if I'm not mistaken, are the Dr. Dre VIP mission, which means that you'll be making $2 million every time you complete the Dr. Dre heist, I like to call it this week, rather than the normal $1 million. That is insane money. If you don't own the agency, buy it. It is one of the best businesses in the game. Even without discounts, the agency is still going to make you crazy good money due to the payphone hits, due to the VIP contracts it has. Overall, it is an absolutely must-have business and probably one of my most profitable businesses I currently own. Not only that, but as well, you can earn some extra cash doing flight school this week, double money there, and you can also make double money on completing the time trial. So instead of the normal 100,000, you're going to be making 200,000. Overall, pretty decent money this week. Actually, fantastic with the Dr. Dre. If you add that onto the Cayo Perico heist, you could be making upwards of $3 million every hour. So yeah, I'll have a tutorial on that tomorrow. Not only do we have the additional money, but we also have a lot of discounted vehicles. Normally Rockstar, for the past couple of weeks, has been kind of lame on their discounts, but this week we got a lot of vehicles. So let's start off with the podium vehicle being the Drift Tampa. Actually a really good car. I would definitely say to try and pick this one up on the podium, and if you get it, keep it. Super duper fun. For the LS Car Meet prize ride, it's the Weevil. I'll be honest, this is just a waste. Don't get it. You have to finish like first 3 days in a row, which is an absolute waste of your time, to be completely honest, and there's literally nothing special about the car. So normally I say do the LS Car Meet, but for the Weevil, nah, that's just a waste of your time. Now we move on to the discounted cars and planes, starting off with the Pyro. The Pyro is actually the fastest flying vehicle in the game. So if you like speed, this is a pretty good plane. There's not too much all special about it. It doesn't have bombs, it doesn't have special missiles or anything like that, no barrage capabilities. It's just really fast, and as well it features pretty solid missiles that just shoot non-stop. So it's a decent plane. It's expensive, so I'd say 30% off, not a bad deal at all. Now we move on to our discounted cars, but let's, before we do that, very quickly take a look at the other two planes. You can see I had a bit of a mishap while trying to get them in here, but we got the Nimbus, which is a pretty decent kind of jet. There's nothing special about it, and I wouldn't ever suggest to buy it. It's kind of just a waste of money. And we also have the Volatile, I think, or the Volatus. I think it's the Volatile. Either way, it's a pretty waste of money, pretty big waste of money. I can't really say there's anything you'll ever do with this plane. I mean, sure, you can probably seat a decent chunk of people, you can have some people on the machine guns, and you can drop bombs, but it doesn't have missiles. It literally doesn't do anything. You can own a Rogue and do 10 times more than you can do with this plane. It's literally just a waste of money. So, yeah, the plane's on sale. The only one that's actually decent is the Pyro. I wouldn't even think about wasting your money on these guys. Discounted cars this week, we've got 35% off the X80 Proto. I figured we'd start off with this one just because it is the largest discount. The X80 Proto, I can't say there's anything spectacular about it. It's a very cool looking car, but it does have some problems going for it. In fact, if you turn it towards one side, it spins out, and the other side it doesn't. Rockstar still has not fixed that, and it is a serious problem with the vehicle. But overall, it's still a very, very fast supercar, and because it is one of the most expensive supercars in the game, if you've been waiting to purchase this car and waiting for it to go on discount, this is definitely your time to do it. It's not bad at all when it comes to handling. As I said, it's just got that weird thing that kind of causes it to spin out. But I still think the car's really cool. I think it's one of the best looking supercars in the game, and because of that, I still can't stay mad at it. It's such a cool vehicle. After the X80 Proto, we've got pretty good cars. I mean, we got the Spectre, which is 30% off. You can also turn this into a custom Spectre if you bring it to Benny's, but there's really really not much special about the sports car, I'll be real. I mean, it's decent because it's on sale. It's not a very expensive car to begin with, but there's a reason. First of all, I don't really think it's the best looking sports car. It's kind of ugly, if I'll be completely honest. And not only that, it doesn't feature any good handling. It's not the fastest sports car. It doesn't feature the best handling in its class. It's average at best, which is obviously not really that impressive. So, yeah, I mean, if you like the look of the Spectre, pick it up because it's cheap, but apart from that, I really can't say you're going to be using it for time trials, races, or anything like that. Next up, we have the Adder, which is honestly a pretty good deal at only $700,000. Features a top speed of 124 miles per hour, and even though it doesn't have a lot of customization, and it is a very, very bare-bones old car, it's still a fun vehicle. Not only is it a Bugatti, which is just cool all in its own, but it's still a pretty dang good car when it comes to handling, which is actually surprising, judging that there's literally no spoiler upgrades. But yeah, it handles very, very well, which is weird for how old the vehicle is, but not bad. It's not the worst when it comes to the supercars class, and it looks nice. It's got great handling overall. It's got a decent top speed. I really can't say anything negative about the Adder. If you're trying to get a supercar on a budget and you're trying to have a decent top speed and mode of transportation, it's a decent car. And if you're trying to fill up a slot in your garage, it's also a decent vehicle to put in there. And to finish off the discounts this week, we have the Obey 10F, which is probably the best of all the discounted cars. The 10F is an amazing vehicle. First of all, it's very fast. It is one of the fastest sports cars in the game. If you bring it to Benny's, you can actually get the 10F wide body, which is even a little faster. So that's what I would suggest to do, is get this car discounted, bring it over to Benny's, get the upgrade. It's definitely worth it. First of all, I think this car looks absolutely amazing. It's gotta be one of the nicest looking sports cars out there, or at least for my looks. I'm a big Audi fan, as I am for a lot of German cars, but I just think that this car looks great. It looks absolutely amazing, and add that on to the fact it's got good handling, it's got an absolutely amazing top speed, pretty decent interior, plus it's got a digital speedometer which can actually tell you how fast you're going. There's really not much I can complain to when it comes to this vehicle. Plus, because it's a newer car, it's actually got some really good customization. The only real downside you'll be looking at is it's not a super cheap vehicle, coming in at around like 1.8 mil, but discounted, it's not a bad car at all. So yeah, I'd say pick it up. I personally think this is the best discounted car that we've actually had in a while, due to the fact that it's also a very, very new car in terms of GTA. Normally Rockstar doesn't discount a lot of the new cars, they discount a lot of the older ones that aren't loved as much. So the fact that we have a new car discounted, really, really good overall. This week is great, I'll be honest. We got a lot of discounts, a lot of decent discounts as well. Like, some of the cars are pretty good. The Pyro's a pretty good discount. The podium vehicle we have this week is really good. Now, we got some mediocre things, like obviously the Weevil and other things, but the fact that we've got double money on the time trial is just a free extra 100 grand thrown into your pocket. Not only that, but we also have double money on the data leak, which is just an absolute win. So overall, we got some absolutely amazing ways of making money this week, and yeah, stay tuned tomorrow, because I'll be having a video posted on how to take advantage and make the most money possible with the increased payouts. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, staying tuned to the most relevant information in the game, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.